How are you?
Good. How are you?
I'm glad. I'm pretty good. It's the last night. Is anyone sad?
That is.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah, I'm sad. I'm feeling that. I'm feeling some last minute kind of like loopiness. You'd think I would have gotten used to the fact that we're on water. But it's like new every morning for me, so. Give me a chance to get it wrong. I'd be honored you'd be gone. Give me a chance to get it wrong. Got your number down by heart. I'd call you often, too much to start. Give me a chance to get it wrong. Make me a believer, I'd make you a believer. I won't even see you anymore. I could wear the same clothes, or just throw away those rags. Make me unimportant, lock me in the joint if I get it wrong. First impression, second guess. Read the room, I test. Give me a chance to get it wrong. Words for naught, we're out of bounds. Words get caught and turned around. Give me a chance to get it wrong. Make me a believer, I'll make you a believer. I won't even see you anymore. I could wear the same clothes, or just throw away those rags. Make me unimportant, lock me in the joint, throw me in the clink. Make me for once think of what I've done. Make me sad. Maybe you're a liar, and a bad one too. Maybe I could even fall in love with you. Give me a chance to get it wrong. I was gonna go there with you. Nothing else that I would rather do. Going steady in the great white north. No more games of telephone, back and forth. was gonna go there with you. Each night I pray that it be safe. Give me the strength. Please help her too. Wherever you are, whatever you do, I'm counting on you. I'm counting on you. I was gonna leave it all behind. The house, the work, the weather, no, I didn't mind. Told my friends that I would see them soon. Didn't know that it would be this soon. I was gonna leave it all behind. Each night I pray that it be safe. Give me the strength. Please help her too. Wherever you are, whatever you do, I'm counting on you. I was counting on you. I'm counting on you. I was counting on you. I'm counting on you. I'm counting on you. Counting on you. I was gonna go there with you. Thank you. How we doing? Oh man, what a treat to be here in the room that really started it all for me, the Spinnaker Lounge. I first visited this sacred place in 2017 when I was on this boat with I'm going to drop a lot of like Americana names because this is the best place to do it. The first one you'll hear just clang on the floor is Aoife O'Donovan. And so I was just texting with her a second ago, which was amazing in the sense that I could text. I've been doing really well to stay connected to y'all here. I've ignored so much shit since I got on this boat. I couldn't ignore a text from Aoife, and she brought me here in 2017, which is where I got my first taste of whatever the hell it is y'all have going here. That's so great. And I mean that in a pandering sort of way. This late in the cruise, I'm here to pander to you. And now we'll do a Grateful Dead song followed by another Grateful Dead song. Here we go. I'm kidding, I don't really know any. I want to see how many of you leave. I'm not saying I don't like the Dead. Whoa! My friend Steve Poltz didn't like the Grateful Dead until after he had a stroke. That's a true story. Anyway, I want to play you a song. Oh, the point of that story is that all of our shows were at the Spinnaker Lounge that year. All three of them, so I have a real feel for this place. I would like to think of myself as sort of a master of this room, but truth be told, I've never played my songs in it, so we're gonna find out really quick. Looking back on the night, I know know that I was wasted. I was harboring a feeling, a love that I had tasted. Bittersweet symphony was playing overhead, and a part of me was dead, a part you never knew. The things we never do, it seems to me you're free now. Looking back on the day I never should have called back. It seemed easy at the time, I guess you could call it that. The rain came softly, but it was just enough, so we called each other's bluff. The life we never knew, the things we'd never do. It seems to me you're free now. Looking back, I guess it's a story. Two bodies crashed together in a burst of glory. The drive back home, the night's long, it's getting better all the time, all the time. All the time. Hey, that song's called You're Free Now. I recorded a version of that song back in the day with Ready for Americana named Number 2. I recorded that song with Sarah DeRose, whose band I also used to play in. I've recorded it. I've recorded it since, and I still think the one I did with her is the best one. We sat in our friend Robin's basement studio in Brooklyn that he unfortunately no longer has, but he moved to LA and grew his mustache in even more, and he's fine. That seems to happen to a lot of my friends. They move to LA, they become producers in LA, and they rock a mustache. There's some pretty serious mustaches on this cruise. I would say Wood Robinson from Ipsos still probably has the best one. But if you ever see me with a mustache or nothing, it's because I made a mistake. That's why I usually just don't shave, so I don't make any mistakes. Because if you don't try, you can never fail. I grew up, anybody grow up Roman Catholic? All right. Yeah, me too. I'm not going to talk about it. We were very reserved in my church. I remember one time when I was 8 years old, my parents took me to Portugal, where that's the Costa side of my name. You can definitely call me Da Costa, it's fine. But I don't even call myself by the right name. But I remember we went to a Catholic church there, and they had like the closest thing to a gospel choir was an African choir in this beautiful Catholic church. We had this like amazing gospel choir going, and back home where I grew up in Pleasantville, New York, in Westchester County, people would be terrified because I feel like everything was very reserved, you know. With Catholics, we're sort of just the most expression we do the whole time is when we tell people, peace be with you, and also with you. And now they say, and with your spirit, which is wrong. It's and also with you. But anyway, this song is, I wrote this during the lockdown. I went a lot of people have been talking about their lockdown experiences on this cruise, and I won't bore you with mine, but it was different. And then it sort of went back to the same, but not quite, am I right? And but I got obsessed with recording during the pandemic, and that's why I'm sort of producing records now. But I made a couple records in this kitchen studio that I had in a rented apartment, a triplex on a very busy street in Madison, Tennessee, with the refrigerator on most of the time. I didn't care. And I wrote a bunch of songs during that time, but this is a song I wrote during that time called Honest to God. If I'm being honest with me, if I'm being honest with me, if I'm being honest with me, we're barely holding it together. And if I'm being honest with you, if I'm being honest with you, if I'm being honest with you, I'm not impressed talking about the weather. And if I'm being honest to God, if I'm being honest to God, if I'm being honest to God, I consider signing back up. They just have to allow a few exceptions. It was easy being in the church, making mom happy, looking at my friends, waiting for the snacks, going to confession, lying to the priest, or just coming up with things to say. This is true. The first time I made my confession, even I had that thought of like, I'm a child, like what did I do? And I felt like I had to make some shit up, you know? So I told the priest that I talked back to my father, which was probably true, and that I had not brushed my teeth the other day. And the priest was clearly very disappointed. I don't know what kind of salacious shit he was hoping for, but I'm 8, and or whatever I was, 10, whatever. And he just went, well, it's important to respect your parents. And he paused and he said, hygiene is very important. And say Hail Marys and I talked back to my dad just the other day. He wouldn't look the other way. I didn't brush my teeth just the other day. Talked back to my dad. He wouldn't look the other way. Hey, Hail Mary, if I'm being honest with me, if I'm being honest with me, if I'm being honest with me, we're barely holding it together. And if I'm being honest with you, if I'm being honest with you, if I'm being honest with you, I'm not impressed talking about the weather. I don't care that it snowed by your house, even though it never does. Enjoy your time inside. Lord knows I do. If I'm being honest, if I'm being honest to God, I'd consider it. If I'm being honest to God, if I'm being honest to God, if I'm being honest to God, I consider holding it together. Thank you. Hey, we did it. That was fun. Big week. This is a big week. For all of us, I think. Anybody catch Layla McCall at any of her shows? Oh my gosh. I love everyone here, but that might be my favorite band on the boat. Unless anybody from the Lone Bellow is here, then it's the Lone Bellow. Yeah, she's playing here later. She's gonna close the stage out. I saw her here earlier in the week, and it's rad. Hopefully we can clear a couple chairs and people can dance. Please don't do that right now. I thought it'd be cool to play another song from my little lockdown couple records that I made. I went nuts. I wrote so many songs. My friend Jordan said, you're really killing it during this lockdown. And I didn't feel like celebrating any of it. Honestly, it still makes me uncomfortable when people talk about their pandemic, their quarantine, in the sense of like, it really was just, it gave me this time to like relax. I was like, this is a horrible thing that caused this, you know, and that was hard for me. It's always hard for me in conversation. I just didn't know what else to do. And so I wrote a bunch of songs, and there's probably more to that, but now I'm thinking about the way people talk about the pandemic. There was a moment where I was like considering getting rid of my oven so that I could fit a Leslie speaker for an organ. Thankfully now I have another place. I can always go back. The song's called Stuck With Someone. You can say what you want to say about the time we've had. We were thrown, we were due, I'm back to basics. How about you? You can live for hobbies now, shoeless, careless, dauntless, wordless. But I was so free. I could always roll to where I chose to be. It was a beauty. But I wanna be stuck with someone now. I wanna be stuck with someone now. It was never enough, but how could it be? That summer, that spring, I tried everything. You can make care casual, weightless, spineless, same page, different stage. But I knew the score. Why settle for less when you could chance it on more? There was a beauty in the fantasy, but I wanna be stuck with someone now. I wanna be stuck with someone now. I wanna be crowded and cornered, red brick and mortar over my head, yeah, gasping forever, drowning in normal instead of breathing in sickness, constantly turning the dial. Constantly turning. For a while I was close. I got it. heart's bad and it's slow. You can make the space smaller and fill it with bullshit, or just leave it. I wanna be stuck with someone now. I wanna be stuck with someone now. I wanna be stuck with someone now. Wanna be stuck with someone now. Thank you. Now, those of you, this is going to be a stock question right after asking, how's everybody doing tonight? Thank you. You gave that a stock response, and I appreciate that. But if I were to do that thing that artists do, where they're like, "How many of you have been to an Anthony Costa show before?" I would imagine it might not be a lot of you. I don't do this enough. This is the big theme. I'm just letting you behind the curtain here. I don't do this enough. Hence me taking a second to remember the lyric to my song, hit song from 2021, Stuck With Someone. I don't do this enough. My plan is to do it more, and it's funny. Thank you. It's funny. This is how I started playing music. I've been doing this for 20 years. Falcon Ridge Folk Festival. That's right. Yeah. Gosh, it's been so long. It's been a while since I wrote this song. This song I wrote when I was just about to leave New York City. I was seeing someone. She'd grown up in a sort of cultish Baptist church in Oklahoma, and she moved to the East Coast and started coloring hair for a living. She worked at a fancy hair salon, and she dated a friend of mine, and they moved to New York City together, and they broke up. And then a couple months later, for better or worse, there we were. I had a friend buying me a bottle of Jameson so I could take it on my date with her because I was not 21. And we had a couple funny years. All I know is she was there during my freshman year, and she was there at my college graduation, which I graduated college, by the way. This blazer here isn't for nothing. My dad was begging me to go to music school when I had a chance to go to college, and now he's begging me to become a teacher or something. This is sort of about asking someone to stay, specifically in New York City, but y'all can make it about whatever you want. I'm from Pleasantville, New York, by the way. Yes, that's right. Home of Will Shortz. There's a New York Times across from Pleasantville. And and he moved there later. Home of a $40,000 village clock that my father campaigned against. And yeah, that movie. The song's called Feet on the Dashboard. It's the title track of a record I made with my friend Kenneth Pattengale. That's Americana name drop number 3 from the Milk Carton Kids. It goes a little something like this. We don't have no money. Well, okay, we have some money. Just not as much money the movies say we should. You don't have to like my father. I don't like my father. But still, We love each other, we get along fine. Well, I met you in the fall, and the months it took to get you didn't bother me at all. Every time I walk on down the street, they look a little different. The people I meet, every girl looks like she makes this sound. Woo! Let's go downtown, I'm sure they're very nice, I don't wanna know. I'll take you anywhere you wanna go, even if it's just back to sleep. You should know I'm in this deep. High lines and bright lights, dark bars and late nights. I think about leaving New York all the time. But I think I'll take you with me when I leave this city. 'Cause the skyline, it looks so pretty tonight. Speaking of light, we broke up one July. It was the loneliest fireworks display of mine. And every time I walk on down the street, they look a little different. The people I meet, if a girl looks like she makes this sound. Woo! You can do that with me. It's probably the only participatory part of the show. And if you can't imagine what it's like exactly to be what would probably now be a Gen Z person partying, you can think about where I live, which is Nashville, Tennessee, home of the Bachelorette Party and the Pedal Tavern, which should be illegal. I'm sorry, I'm no fun. At least, anyway. Anybody leave? Okay, cool. Please don't leave. You can just woo with me, pretend you're like at one of those parties, bachelorette or a bachelor party. Every girl looks like she makes this sound. Let's go downtown, I'm sure they're very nice, I don't wanna know. I'll take you anywhere you wanna go, even if that's just back to sleep. You should know I'm in this deep. Can we talk about how really good that was? That was really good. You still have some party left in you in the last night? I'm proud of you. Oh, it takes a little magic. Oh, do you believe in magic? The radio plays. Every time I drive down a lost highway, I know it won't always be that way. You'll be on the passenger side playing DJ. Feet on the dashboard, I'll try not to laugh, I'll try not to cry when I wonder, oh God, how she's still mine. And even as we slowly drift to sleep, I'll keep my foot on the gas, I'm in this deep. Gonna make this last, I'm in this. Every time I walk on down the street, they look a little different. The people I meet, every girl looks like she makes this sound. Last house, the other one was way better. Every girl looks like she makes this sound. Let's go downtown, I'm sure they're very nice, I don't wanna know. I'll take you anywhere you wanna go, and even if that's just back to sleep, you should know. Honey, you should know. Honey, you should know. I'm in this deep. What fun that was. Oh man, look at that. It's so much time. That's cool by me. I arguably have nowhere else to be tonight. And man, this is cool. It really. Okay. This is cool. This thing that happens here. The cruise aspect of it threw me for a loop the first time because I'd never done it, and I'm not generally like a proponent of like fun and vacation and rest in my life. I want it for you, but I don't do a lot of that. And so my first year, we played these 3 shows here in the Spinnaker Lounge with Aoife, and otherwise I was just kind of hanging out, like walking around, and you'd think, oh, paid vacation, like sick. I'm not, again, from a couple moments ago, you might have learned I'm not a proponent of fun, and so I was just kind of like I had a couple buddies on the cruise, and you know, I went to the beach and stuff. I don't think I had fully, like, I got y'all's vibe and that was great. The shows were fun, but I didn't figure out how to like immerse myself, you know. And then luckily, all these years later, Steve Poltz brought me back here last year to play with the Rugburns, which is so much fun. I was only playing in the Rugburns because their guitar player is a college professor now. But I learned my secret to being able to be on what is essentially a really lovely paid vacation. Do as much shit as possible. So that's why you see me everywhere. I'll play with anybody. I just want to keep playing. It reminds me of coming up and going to folk festivals, and how I learned how to write songs and play guitar was essentially just being around songwriters all the time, and then eventually playing guitar on their songs around the fire, whether they wanted me to or not. It's pretty cool. If there's one hope I have, it's to see before our time runs. I'm not out to make you sad. Oh, but sometimes it's the worst place where my head is at. But if I go straight to you, I'm glad I knew you sort of well. And if I get to come back as a tree or whatever, I hope we can grow together. I saw you cut your hair. I could never cut my own. That's not the right word.
I knew this was going to happen during this song, so I had it kind of loaded up. I saw you cut your hair, because people did that during the pandemic. It looks nice. I never cut. Oh, yeah.
It looks nice, I never cut my own days seem to blur. Oh, sometimes it's the little things keep me honest. Let me rest assured that if I go straight to you, I'm glad I knew you sort of well. And if I get to come back as a tree or whatever, I hope we can grow together. play that one very often, but that one's kind of for me. I always like that song. It's loosely based on a strumming pattern that I have a lot of interest in Celtic music and know very little about it. And but I'm gonna go back to Scotland in about a month to tour, and I hope to learn all about it in Ireland, just to learn everything that I can. It's not gonna happen though. It's gonna be over like a night or two. But I love playing the Celtic tunings, and but that song sort of has this kind of like, whatever you call that thing. It's loosely based on the way my friend Corey Brandon strums when he covers a Richard Thompson song. It's a really deep reference I'm giving you right now. But Richard Thompson, actually in 2017, again, I was roaming around. I found this one lager that I liked, and I would just sort of like have some beer and walk around and see people play shows, which I think is like basically the gist, right? Soft serve in there once in a while. I haven't done the soft serve. Maybe tonight. But I remember going to Richard Thompson's theater show. In a lull, I did a thing that I probably shouldn't do, but I shouted, "Bees Wing!" And I was up in the balcony, he was down there, but he was like, "Oh, I'll play that, yeah." And he did. And then about a month later, I was touring with Sarah, and we were playing a show with Richard Thompson in Savannah, Georgia. And backstage, I got to meet him for the first time officially. And I said, "Richard, are you going to play Misunderstood tonight?" You know, from River Inside. "I'm misunderstood." And he said, "Yeah, I might play that one." And I said, "Cool. Hey, Richard, remember about a month ago on Cayamo on that cruise, someone yelled out 'Bees Wing' during your solo set? That was me." Just thought he should know. And he looked at me and he said, I might have to kill you now." So how many people could say that Richard Thompson has threatened to kill them? Hopefully not many. I loved it. This next song, I wrote this song when I was supposed to be writing a college thesis. What it's about is not important. I studied ancient Greek and Roman history, and then immediately just went back on the road, and here I am now. This song's called "Talking to You." I had a dream, you were there. We were drinking on the square. All our mutual friends were there, and all was happy. You threw your arms around my neck to some crazy song by Beck. We were drunk, but what the heck? We were happy. But it was a dream, it wasn't true. I didn't mean to dream about you. What do I do? What do I do? Probably stop talking to you. Well, I had a dream, you were there. I took pictures of you in your underwear. You laughed and said, how dare you? Then we rolled around for hours, making out, not taking showers. Monday shining, April flowers. Ooh, plus you. It was a dream, it wasn't true. I didn't mean to dream about you. What do I do? What do I do? Probably stop talking to you. Letting you go is the hardest part, I know. Setting you free said you wanted to be letting me too. You just do what you have to. And it's not like I don't understand. It's just electric when I even think about it. Well, I had a dream, you weren't there. Facing the wall, I'd sit and stare, wondering exactly how or where I'd make it. And another came around, and we drove around the town. And the heart was so that you could not break it. But it was a dream, it wasn't true. What do I do? What do I do? Probably stop talking, 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 talking to you. Talking to you. I'm gonna play one more song, then I'm gonna have a special guest up. Isn't that fun? I could have a guest. There's a place where I need to go. There are people who told me so. There's a love for you even though I know it's gonna hurt me. I can see it from so far away. I know it's gonna hurt me. Sooner than later, someday, sooner than later. You were so cool from the start. I was a flower on your wall. With every petal that you tore, so now you've got me wanting more. I know it's gonna hurt me. I can see from so far away. I know it's gonna hurt me. Sooner than later, someday, sooner than later. And every time I think you're gonna crack, you take another 3 steps back. And honey, I would try to take them too. I will never understand you. Let's go for a drive. Let's bury this alive. Let's do it all night. You say you won't forget me, but I think you just might. I know it's gonna hurt me. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the stage Billy Bragg. This is Billy Bragg.
Thank you.
And I wanted to help him live out his dream of being a lounge singer tonight. So here we are. And for those of
Maybe
you,
I should love you.
you made that joke the other day. Your manager saying people don't come to hear you sing. People are here to hear you sing right now. This is your lounge gig. This is it. If you weren't there the other day, I was just minding my own business, getting him coffee in the atrium, and Brady Blade ran up to me and just said, "Hey man, you do punk, right?" And I'm just like, Brady, do you even know me at all? I did play punk shows growing up in Westchester County, but I put punk very loosely. There's a kid who put on most of the shows. He had like this sort of like anarchist, I'd say loft, but it was the attic of his very wealthy parents' house in White Plains, New York. He called himself John Wilkes Booth. I'm not kidding. And when I played shows with bands like the Genuine Imitations, No One and the Somebodies, the Penny Dreadfuls, and I would be the set that everyone would sit down for. But yeah, so Brady asked me if I do punk, and you look at Brady and you want to say yes, but you also know yourself, you know? And so I sort of landed somewhere in the middle and said like, and he said, "You do punk." And I said, "Okay." And the first thing I could think of was playing a Billy Bragg song. And I thought, he's here, but he's not here, so it's fine. And then I went, got the lyrics printed up, came back, Billy was standing side stage. And I said, "What are you doing here?" And he's like, "I'm gonna do a couple things." And I let him know the story and that I was gonna play one of his songs. I didn't say what, and he just said, "You should do it," which was very sweet.
Well, I
Could
thought.
have gone a couple ways. Not with you specifically, but you know, Sean Colvin told that story about singing a Sting song at a Sting concert. You know, I am using a tuner pedal tonight though.
I have one too. That's mine.
Perfect. You'd have to have been at the Sean show today. I'm making a lot of inside references. But this is a pretty inside thing. Anyway, we're gonna play one of my favorite songs. Here we go. This is New England.
I was 21 years when I wrote this song. I'm 22 now, but I won't be for long. People ask me when will I grow up to be a man, but all the girls up at school are already pushing prams. I loved you then as I love you still. I put you on a pedestal, then put you on a pill. Don't feel bad about letting you go, just feel sad about letting you know. Here we go! I don't want to change the world, I'm not looking for New England, just looking for another girl. I don't want to change the world, I'm not looking for New England, just looking for another girl. Are you singing in a Cockney accent?
Not trying to. I would never.
I love the words you wrote to me, but that was bloody yesterday. I can't survive on what you send every time you meet a friend. I saw 2 shooting stars last night, I wished on them. They're only satellites, you wrote to wish on space on where I wish you'd care. Is there a moment there? I don't want to change the world, I'm not looking for a New England, just looking for another girl. I don't want to change the world, I'm not looking for a New England, just looking for another girl. Looking for another girl. Looking for another girl.
for letting him do
What
that.
quite fun that was. I've never played that song so slow. It was beautiful.
Billy Bragg! It's the end of the week version. I'm tired. I'll always remember that. Shit. He also said the kindest thing about my band show the other day. He said, man, I'm not going to do the Cockney accent. I said, man, if I could play like that, I would take over the top guitar solos on all of my songs too. Oh man, thank you so much for sharing that with me. We got time for a few more songs, which is lovely. Do you guys mind if I play something new? All right. I've been making records. I've been producing albums, which is very exciting. If you want to make a record, we can talk. But it's easy as it is when you're, when you're going around backing up people. Even when I'm producing records, it's time for me. It's valuable because I'm learning from all these songwriters I'm working with and getting to employ this handful of skills I've developed over the years related to this very thing. But it's time away from being an artist sometimes, and it's also, what I'm trying to say is I just started a new record. I think I'm sort of piecing it together in little bits and spurts between all sorts of traveling and producing for other people. And this is the song I think that made me feel like I might have a record going. I'm just gonna play it. It's called When You Get This Close. Also, thank you to Sixth Man for handing a sober person some of the better non-alcoholic beer that you can find out there these days. I've been rocking Heineken Zeros all week, and they just spring this on me on the last night. I didn't even know they had these. Thanks for being loopy with me and being here. By the way, the fact that you're here is really incredible to me. I've always dreamed, I think as I've said, of playing my songs on this boat. So this is not me pandering. This is just me being here. This close, when you get this close, someone's about to bend or break, and it's not bad, or might get sad. For you are growing. Don't you wanna grow sometime? Don't you wanna? So put your shaking hand in mine. Don't you wanna? I'm not scared, terrified, but still I'm gonna. Don't you wanna? When you get this close, when you get this close, the morning means a lot. Or you get this close, all those bags you brought weigh heavily, and it makes sense in our defense, but God, it's humbling. Don't you wanna time. Don't you wanna just lock your tired eyes with mine? Don't you wanna? I'm not scared, I'm terrified, but still I'm gonna. Don't you wanna? 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 Get this close. I'll make you an offer that you can refuse. You can refuse if you want to. But I am here now, I'm sorry it took so long. Did it really take so long? The highest cliff, the furthest destination. If this is a joke, I'm not laughing anymore. If this is a game, I'm no longer keeping score. I want you always. I'm not kidding, I'm not quitting. If you let me into your door again. I was a factory of never-ending anxiety. You were a library, so much to take in. But I am here now, I'm sorry it took so long. Did it really take so long? The deepest stretch, a breath in. If this is a joke, I'm not laughing anymore. If this is a game, I'm no longer keeping score. If this is a joke, I'm not laughing anymore. I want you always. I'm not kidding, I'm not quitting. If you let me into your door again. If you let me into your door again, again. One of my favorite songwriters in the world is a guy named A.J. Roach. No one here knows him, and that makes sense. It's been a while since he's toured or put out an album. We lived in New York, and when he lived in New York, he currently lives in Scotland with his wife, who's like an incredible flautist and singer-songwriter named Nuala Kennedy, and they have a couple kids. And I've heard rumors that he still writes songs, but he's a computer guy. He's always been. That's how it made it all work. I was like, man, how is AJ buying so many drinks? And it's because he knew how to do Drupal, something called Drupal. He was coding before all of my friends went to coding school. Because now if you're a musician who's kind of had it, coding school is your first stop. He wrote this song and then he never recorded it. He's still alive, he has a chance to record it, but he hasn't. So I asked him a long time ago if I could have it. And I'm not gonna lie, I just pretended to not hear him. Whatever he said, I was not actually interested in the response. His songs are beautiful and kind of dark and twisted at times, and always have very annoying titles that are just a little too long. This one technically is called Open Letter to a Future Ex-Girlfriend, but I prefer calling it I Don't Need You. Who cares what he thinks? Take these flowers I have gathered, hang them on your wall. These are weeds, she said before, and no flowers at all. But I don't need you, I don't need you. There are other girls, you know, and it'll be fine. I don't need you, I don't need you, but could I see you sometime? Well, heaven bless your reckless heart, how easy must it fall? Well, I say heaven's in her bed, if it exists at all. But I don't need you, I don't need you. There are other girls, you know, and I'll be fine. I don't need you, I don't need you, but could I see you? Visitors uptown hang round at St. John the Divine's, whispering in foreign tongues of how you should be mine. But I don't need you, I don't need you. There are other girls, you know, and I'll be fine. I don't need you, I don't need you, but could I see you sometime? Said I don't need you, I don't need you. I don't need you, but could I see you? So much. I'm going to play you one more song. My name is Anthony the Costa. I greatly appreciate you being here tonight. I know you have many choices when flying, blah 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 joke. But seriously, like this is incredible to me. I want to thank everybody at Sixth Man for having me this year in this context. It means a lot to me. Thanks to everybody who came out to the Crosby show yesterday. What an honor it was to host that. And I don't know. I've made so many new friends this year, and got to reconnect with some people and got to connect with folks like Billy, who I've admired for so long. Just got one more song for you. I tried to do no repeats from the band set, but it was also at 11:45 at night, so you might not have caught it. So here's a song we played the other night. I wrote this song on the night of a really crazy storm in Nashville that came just weeks after the pandemic, the lockdown started, and also a couple weeks before that we had a tornado. And this song sounds like it's sad, but I think it's just about, there's a lot of talk in wellness culture. It's just like, you just have to be, like, you're perfect, and that's true. You're all perfect. But this song's about breaking your own mold a little bit, I think. It's called Away From My Heart. Thank you so much again for being here tonight. I hope to see you again. Storm in the biggest small town. In the season when it comes, but you're still off guard and you're wondering why you ever left home. And the woman I love is imaginary. She comes to me in darkness, speaks to me in dreams. A cautionary tale on the stereo tonight, but it sort of feels right. I need a walk, I need some air and a reason. I need to find something new to care about. I need to climb, I need to start. Get away from myself, get away from my heart. Everybody ducking hit the ground. There's a window in the basement, but it's still the safest place without the stars to get angry again. Well, they built this town, they built it again. I tore you apart, this is wrong, new plans, and you're still standing there like a frame in the wind. Bricks scattered, people passing me side. I need a walk, I need some air and a reason. I need to find something new to care about. I need to climb, I need to start. Get away from myself, get away from my heart. Won't you go and run for cover? Won't you go and run for cover? Go and run. Won't you go and run for cover? Won't you go and run for cover to another? Run for cover, run for cover. I need a walk, I need a start. I need to find something new. I need to climb, I need to start. Get away from myself, get away from my heart, get away from myself. Away from my heart. Get away from my heart. Get away from my heart. Now let me show you the shape of my heart. Thank you. See you later. Sorry, not back. I yanked my guitar. Thank you so much. God bless you.